I have tried every single biohacking technique that exists on planet because I just want to try. And today I'm going to tell you some terrible mistakes which I did. It's okay if you are 28, it's okay if you are 30, but things start changing once you turn 35. So these are the 5 things as a woman I don't recommend you doing anymore, especially if you are above 35. Number 1 is fasting. I do fasting only after my periods or I listen to my body. I don't do extended fasts because extended fasts tell my body that to hold on to fast. I have personally seen that I measure my weight every single morning and I do see the muscle mass, the water retention. So when your weight fluctuates overnight, it is always the water weight, and water weight comes from inflammations. After 35, if you rush for a dream body, for example, you cut your calories, you push hard in the gym, it's doing you more harm because your cortisol level rises and your body wants to hold on to fat. I don't do fasting anymore. Earlier I used to take 2 meals a day. Now I take 3 to 4 meals a day, but still my meals are low in carbohydrates, high in protein, moderate in fat. Same meals, not 2 but split into 4. My body gets a signal that it feels safe to lose extra pounds. My weight is not dropping, but my body shape is definitely changing every single day. Here comes the third thing, which is I don't go to gym every day and I have switched to zone 2 cardio. What is zone 2 cardio? It means your heartbeat should be between a particular 180 minus your age. For me, it's between 100 and 10. I don't walk very fast, I don't run, I don't do inclined walks, normal walks. I have increased my step count to 14 to 15,000, but let's say if I get up one morning and I am not feeling well, I will not have caffeine or coffee and go for a walk. I gained after coming to Dubai at 38, 6 kgs weight, which I have successfully shed, and my body is changing every single day. Less is more after 35. The fourth thing that I have dropped is cold plunges. Yes, now there are multiple studies, especially Chinese studies. We cannot train like men, we cannot eat like men, we cannot do stuff like men. Women want to reproduce, and reproduction happens when your cortisol levels are low. Cold plunges increase your cortisol level. Earlier I thought, okay, I would just give myself 2 days a week of increased high intensity training and followed by cold plunges. But then I saw more water retention means more inflammations in the body. I don't do cold plunges. I don't go for ice bath. No, I don't do that anymore. Last, not the least, what I've started is taking my dinner. Earlier, I would sleep at 9:30 or 10 and I will have my dinner at 5. Now I have pushed my dinner to 7:30 and I see that in the morning, my cortisol levels are better. I'm not feeling so stressed in the morning. In the morning, the energy that you get, it is not your real energy. It is adrenaline energy. And in that energy, I first try to calm my body. Tell my body to lower the cortisol levels through breathing techniques like 4 and 6. Breathing is my favorite. Inhale 4 and exhale 6. I will do it 10 times. I will tell my nervous system to bring the cortisol down. Then I will go for a walk. Last, not the least, coffee increases your cortisol level. I still take coffee, but in the morning, the moment I get up, I feed myself 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or 1 bite of butter or whipped cream, 2 to 3 tablespoons, and then I will have my coffee. Now guys, people who do not have gallbladder or have problem digesting coffee, I only do fat before coffee, but you can do fat plus your protein, you can do that. And end of the video, I want to tell you when we are making eggs in our body, then our body needs more calories. I track my food in an app every single day. Some days it's 1800 calories and some days it's 2200 calories. I don't know what happened. When I was flying from Dubai to India, I was just in the flight very, very hungry. I told I always have food with me, so I ate a lot of food which I have packed and I did not judge myself. And then I told air hostess to bring me 2 packets of cashew. No guys, I did not gain any weight, and even if I gain a little bit of weight, that's okay. My body was just craving calories. At that day, you never know, maybe my body wants to feel safe because I was at the airport and it was a lot of stress there to catch the flight on time. And I was with Sophie, but my body just wanted to feel safe through food. And I said, it's okay. I enjoyed my 2 packets of cashews, lot of makhanas, and no, I did not judge myself. I did not say that when I will get back home, I will not eat. In fact, I say now that let's see what my body is saying, and weight loss should be a slow and steady game. Increase your calories, increase your step count, increase your activity, but do not undereat, guys. Do not undereat. Weight loss isn't just about 1 hack or 2 hacks. It's about shifting your whole mindset. And I'll be sharing more videos to help you do exactly that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you want me to create more content on weight loss, just type weight loss in the comments. That way I'll know and can bring even more practical tips for you. See you in the next video.